Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Red Raiders head coach before the game. He is so thrilled that the team has responded. After losing their first game of the season, they put their head down and got back to work. Now on a 3-game win streak, they are rolling. And he knows they've got to still take it one play at a time, one game at a time to keep it going today. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Red Raiders ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulls offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
And, man, he is going to be tasked at that QB spot with a tremendous challenge. This unit, they're top 10 in sacks, and they're going to be pinning their ears back, flying around like you've watched them on tape. And so, Palmer, when you're a QB, man, you know you're going against guys that can get to you fast, that win, that hit quarterbacks. Like, what's going through your head to start a football game?
You are not going to be able to get through your entire progression. You are going 1 to 2, and if that's not open, you're taking off or you're throwing it away. You better know where your check down throw is each and every time you drop back, because against this pass rush, you are not going to have a lot of time.
And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Keeps it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Here's the big dangerous tight end, Terrence Carter. 2 of his 4 catches in their last win went for touchdowns. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50.
You know, what's interesting is you look at the win streak this team is on. You took a look at the offense, especially on film. The tight end is the guy that really stands out. He's such a unique tool. He's so versatile, and he's got tremendous athletic ability. And the quarterback is throwing it to him more and more, and that's going to continue. He told us coming into this game, I'm looking one place early in each progression. It's to find my big fella, because he's the one right now paying it off for our offense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these 2 backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the 2 guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock. Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot. The but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Running inside, it's Isaac. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking for space. It's Sticky. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open.
There's a crease. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Pulled down for the tackle.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there. Safeties are going to be there. So you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
From the gun on 3rd down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
and I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave him.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off play action on first down. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll line up for a second down play. In the red area, it's Dickey. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the air, it's Hammond. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He wants to change this route. A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fitted in the window for the score. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This offense has been stacked. So far, 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. The option, the keeper. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And the Bulls come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Off play action. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Isaac. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Fires complete on the crosser. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover. Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
To the air on second down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Plucks it out of the air. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On fourth down, looking to pass. Stepping to the right. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the right. And it won't make the connection going for the big play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside, it's Williams. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he drops to throw. Time to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity. Than what their opponent is. They have been so dumb.
Get it out on the screen. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive.
There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're going to run it. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
The short hands, it's Simmons. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. The run inside. It's Williams. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. The Red Raiders will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Grabbed behind the line. It's Odom. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Running inside, it's Williams. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Over the middle, it's Williams. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Bringing the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Defenses understand I got to take away my throwing lanes and then react to that running back. What does the QB do? Checks the ball down, thinks his running back can make the play in space. The defense says absolutely not. Breaks on the football, gets him down on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To throw, it's Hammond. Escapes the pressure to his right. Caught by Williams on the right. Caught, and he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights, good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 22 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Commodores with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Red Raiders head coach told me he loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no-huddle seems to be working because they've got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can keep that up to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Moving out to the right. Gets rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Wide open downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This USF offense will open this drive right here. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, nice job getting the out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this.
Got a little grass, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, USF!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Back to pass. It's Hammond. makes the grab over the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. The run inside. It's Dickey. Might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Going to the run, it's Dickey. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Number 95, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Van Buren. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Could not make his way to the corner.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Finds a crease at the 20. Turning it on. Just what... Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Running inside. It's Dickey. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The lone back's got it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field. You've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on 4th down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
He's got it. 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Red Raiders had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And great place to start for this offense. Handoff to Joyner. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Here's Quentin one more time. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The play action fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick them up, but they didn't block the most important.
There's some room. And they're going to score again. Yet